Samantha Jade, hanging out with Gem on Hit 96.9.
Samantha Jade has been busy. She's in London working on new music. She's just dropped a new single and launched her second makeup range. And we are joined by Samantha Jade right now. Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
That's good. I'm good, thank you.
That's good.
Congratulations on your new single, Circles on the Water. It's such a good song.
Thank you. It's one of those songs that I loved when I heard it. And you get a lot of demos, sent to you, and then you kind of have to peel back and go, what do I really like? That one I just kept going back to that one and listening to it and going, God, I wish I wrote that.
Where'd you film the video clip as well? Because that's really cool.
Oh, thanks. The video was filmed in Sydney, actually, and everyone's like, really? Because it looks like we've travelled the world. There's so many amazing shots.
And have you been working on your album?
Yeah, so just been writing heaps. It's kind of a tough time in music right now, to know what direction everyone's going in and what's working, and you just got to stay true to what you like, I guess.
And are you working with the same producers you've worked with before? Are you trying working with other producers and songwriters?
I always have some people that I go back to. I'm going to be writing with this girl Carmen, who wrote Always, one of my songs. I'm going to be writing with her again now, because we just connected really well. But then sometimes it's good to push yourself out of your comfort zone, so I try and do a little bit of both.
And you're based in London now?
Yeah, I have been since September.
That's so cool. I was trying to get to one of your shows. I was there like a month or two ago, seeing family, because you had a show in Brighton. So busy, yeah.
Yeah, Brighton's amazing, isn't it? So pretty.
So nice.
I remember when I said, I'm going to go do like a year in London, people were going to me, good luck, the weather's not great, and I was going, oh, you can't not live somewhere because of the weather, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, I get it. I'm such a sunshine girl, I need my sun and blue skies.
I guess working in London as well, you're close to so many different producers, and music's massive there as well, so I guess it's like easier to fly, like...
So that's the kind of beauty. I mean, it's pretty cool that you can, jump on a train and be in Paris in, 2 hours, and jump on a plane and be in Italy in an hour. I mean, that's probably, for me, was, the most exciting part.
You've launched your cosmetic line as well, your makeup with Priceline. Congratulations on that.
Oh, thank you. I know. I'm so excited. So this second range is very inspired by the fans and by people that bought it the first time. They wanted to see more colour, they wanted to see more sparkle, so we've added all those things.
Do you have any tips when it comes to doing your makeup?
Do you know what's a big one that I always knew but never actually, did, which I am doing now, and it's a huge game changer, is if you're doing eyeshadow, especially if it's got shimmer, always use a primer and always do that first and then do your foundation. Because the thing is, you can actually, the lines can be a lot more defined, because you can wipe off with a makeup wipe and kind of define those lines, and also just so you don't get any fallout, under your eye, because that's the worst place to have a little bit of shimmer or a little bit of, black eyeshadow.
Oh, that's good to know. There we go. Now we know when we do our makeup next. We know that.
Do it. Honestly, it will change everything.
And I've got some fan questions for you. Tammy from Twitter wants to know, would you consider doing Eurovision?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. I love Eurovision. I think it's so much fun. I think I would go full on with the, the glitter and the sequins, and I think it's the time to do that,
Fingers crossed you can do Eurovision. And Clarice from Twitter wants to know, are you planning on doing a clothing line or perfume?
I mean, both those things would be great to do. Right now, focused on the makeup, but I definitely, in the future would love to do, both those things.
Samantha Jade Updates wants to know, what are your projects for the rest of the year?
Well, right now I'm focusing on writing, getting back in the studio, getting some new songs, a few little fun projects on the side that can't really talk about, you know what it's like.
Yeah.
But yeah, lots of fun things for the end of the year.
Something to look forward to, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what's the best advice someone has given you?
A good piece of advice that Guy gave me, well, this is when I was on the X Factor, but I was reading a lot of the bad comments, and there was so many nice ones too, but the bad ones were really affecting me. And I wrote back to one of the bad ones, and Guy was telling me a story about him that he wrote back to one of the bad comments, and then his fans wrote back and said, we would do anything to get, a comment back from you, yet you wrote back to the person who wasn't supporting you. Why don't you just write back to us? And that really sat with me, and I was like, that's so true. You shouldn't give the people giving negativity the time of day. You know, you should give the positive people the time of day. So now I don't write back to those things. I just block straight away and just try to keep it all positive.
That's really, really good advice. And do you have a secret craving?
Oh my gosh, I do. And I've been trying to be so good lately. I've been really trying to work out and trying to be healthy. And every time I go past hot chips, I just cannot deal. I love them. Hot chips with chicken salt is my secret
They are
craving.
amazing. And don't you reckon,
Like, every day.
like in London as well, the chips are just so good there? Have you had them?
They're so good, but they don't know chicken salt.
Yeah,
they don't
they
know
don't.
about it. We need to take it over there. Like, that is the best invention, I think, besides chips, is chicken salt.
It is. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. No worries. Thanks.